You missed it because you were sneezing. Corey.
Corey. In the house. Girl, hurry.
What was she doing there?
Go back and see
what the fuck was she doing? Well.
Oh, that's kind of...
Oh, that reminds me of Saturday mornings.
And you know what? The fucking fashion goes hard in this show.
She wanted to be a fashion designer.
Yeah, but look at her, bro. She's so cool. And even Chelsea's like cool.
And such great representation in the show. Black characters and ginger people.
Exactly.
Boom. I wonder if she naturally ginger. She must have some sort of Irish.
Some Irish heritage. Chelsea definitely shops in thrift stores, so doesn't she? Like in a good way. Look at her. Look at those pants.
This is just a fashion at the time. You only say that because thrift shops are full of this.
No, but if she was there now, if it was made now, she'd be a thrifter.
Raven.
They seem like rivals.
Nikki,
guys.
love the jacket, Ray. I used to have one just like it when it was in style. No offense.
Girl, look what you're wearing right now. She's dressed like a granny or something.
And then you got like the one on the left there in the red is dressed like a mafia wife.
Tell me what you're doing with your makeup, girl. It's covering most of them scales. I heard you were having a party.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to come, do you?
Yeah, it's a grown-up party.
What does that mean?
Drugs and alcohol,
Drugs,
perhaps.
alcohol, and like people doing all sorts.
My dad is a pro baseball player, and yours is a cook.
Hey.
This is
Potato,
Chef.
potato, either way you spin it, your dad has some.
this is in San Francisco, no? That's where this is based, huh?
She lived in one of those like houses.
Those kind of
Townhouses.
Would you be able to afford that on a chef?
Well, if you
I mean, what type of chef is he in this? 'Cause obviously he works for President later on, so he has to be a good chef,
you
though.
won't be able to attend.
And why is that?
Because it's the same night as yours.
Oh.
Here's the problem for the episode, y'all.
Me personally, guys, if I was in school, I'd be straight to Raven's party. I'm not even, no capping.
What up? This is a banger.
They don't make it like this anymore, guys.
They don't.
No.
Because it's just full of fucking shit.
Ooh.
Oh, this is
See the snake there?
Corey in the house.
Yeah, that's me.
Iconic. These are bringing back memories. These little cutscenes.
Do you know what it is though, right? The culture of which I'm trying to word this. I'm trying to articulate myself correctly here. Like black artistry and culture influences so much of the mainstream. Obviously, there are people that have faced such oppression from white people and stuff over the years, and then white people just take their culture as the mainstream constantly. If you look at like something like this, if you look at like what's the biggest genre of music in the world? Rap.
Okay, I was afraid.
For sure these days, rap. That comes from black people. That is something that's come into the mainstream from black people that white people have kind of leashed onto. It was the same with rock and roll when rock and roll got big in the 60s. It was black people and jazz and stuff made that big.
Yeah.
And then white people stole it. And if you look at so much throughout, like America influences so much in society, in pop culture and stuff. If you really dive into it, right? Fashion is solely influenced from black people. Sport, the biggest sports in America, all the top American athletes are black people that have come from working class or poor neighborhoods and reached the top. If you look at basketball, all the greatest basketball players of all time are black. American football, you have so many iconic American footballers are black. And there's always these stories of them like coming from nothing, getting scholarships, moving up through the ranks, blah, blah, blah. You know, they are such a core and important part of our society like that in how they inspire people and reach the heights in sports that we all love and watch and blah, blah, blah. And it's the same with football in England. If you look at, like, say, the football team I support, we have been rich in black culture throughout time, which is why we face so much criticism from the media, because we've always been a team of pushing culture forward, and just how much My Football Club means to black Londoners. We were the first ever English team to outfield 10 of all black players. We've always faced criticism because of that. So as much as in culture we like to take from what black people do, they still have to face so much oppression, even though we constantly take from the culture they create.
Yeah, that's
you know.
true.
I kind of lost my trail a bit there, but you get the point. That's what I'm saying. So for something like this, that team song, like you wouldn't have got a team song like that on Even Stevens because they're all white people in it. But you get to have this R&B type beat on a show like this, do you know?
Yeah.
And that's probably
and
like
there's a bit of rap in there.
Exactly, and that comes from probably like a bit of stereotypical decision making on whoever created it in kind of way. I'd love to see who created this show. If it was a black person who brought their culture forward, or it was like an official who was like, "Oh, we got a black person in the show. Let's get our R&B beat on this." You know?
Yeah.
Even the way people speak, I feel, comes a lot from vernacular of which black people have created and brought. We're going on a tangent quick today, y'all. Created by Michael.
Fantasy teen sitcom.
Same person that made.
He was born on March 22nd, everybody.
White dude.
Is he the writer as well, no?
Created by.
Because I was going to say, at least they
And a white woman.
But at least they addressed some serious topics in the show. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They're all white.
Man, this is all white people.
It's a laugh. Productions.
In the point I'm making about importance of being seen in black culture, this I imagine was so big for black people to actually see representation of themselves on a kids' TV show.
Yeah.
The first of its kind.
Because it was probably the only one for our generation where the main character.
But from a personal perspective too, I'm talking about how it looks, how important it is for black people. But growing up watching this, like how much that kind of influenced my mind. Because I never thought of, when you're a kid, you don't think of racism because you don't know this. This was just a TV show to me. But then I learned so much about it, as I spoke about it, I think, before in the podcast, the episode where Raven faces racial discrimination and stuff. I was like, holy fuck. It opens up everybody's mind. And that's why it's so important to have difference of perspectives and different stories and stuff for everyone in media.
Yeah.
You know? And then, of course, this paved the way. If you think about this was the first of like Disney show to have black people on it, main characters. Look at what came after that. Like, I wonder how much space there would have been for the likes of Zendaya in Disney if not for this show. Zendaya is now one of the biggest actors in the entire world.
Yeah. Got
her start on Disney Channel with Shake It Up and fucking Casey on the cover and all that shit. Raven paved the way for all that. So important.
That's so Raven, guys. Honestly.
And I'm aware I'm a white person saying all this too. Like, you know, I'd love to. God, if we were bigger, I'd love to get someone on to talk about this.
Yeah.
I actually would. I'd love to give someone that space.
A personal.
Someone who it's more personal to.
Yeah. But I don't bend it like Beckham. We're Irish. We don't understand
yeah.
Oh, it's the guy. What's his name?
Orlando Brown? Everyone knew like crazy few years ago. He was like, I gotta bring up that video.
His name in the show though.
Yeah, it's Orlando.
Orlando.
Is that? Bro, do you remember I said about how the fashion they influence? Look at the fit. Look at the fit on him. Look.
I know.
The fucking like corduroy shirt. Oh my god, that's awesome.
I'll lick all of these. There's a book in the spin I'll never get back.
You missed it because you were sneezing. Corey.
In the house.
You do mine already?
You know what's really weird?
Yes, that's the Raven I know right.
A lot of Disney shows from this time, all the main characters have a big secret. Hannah Montana, That's So Raven, Alex Russo. That's probably
Alex
it.
Russo
Actually.
came after all this. I wouldn't say that
No,
was
but I
cheap,
mean
man.
from like our childhood, there's always a big secret. Disney Channel encourages secretism, everybody. Which is weird. You even have to blow them up yourself.
Obviously. Do you ever see them in the shop?
Yeah. They're blown up.
No,
In
they're
the big
not.
basket. Yeah,
No,
remember the
they're
ones
not.
in Wars? In that basket. Oh.
I was just about to say.
Whoa.
So, Raven.
God, imagine having to hand out invites to a party this big.
Instead of just like nowadays you send a text.
No, you oh well, yeah, like
Or do you remember?
my party that we threw. Well, at our house with me and my friends.
Back, Andy. I think you might have.
No, but remember you'd make a group on Facebook.
That's what I'm saying. So I've spoken about this in the podcast before, but like the party we threw in like secondary school,
What are
like
you doing?
over 200 people showed up and shit, and it was because we did like a public Facebook thing and all, and it became this big fucking thing, and the guards were calling and all this shit, and like
You know what?
imagine having to hand out fucking. I feel like such a dork doing that. I feel like a child.
I remember doing it for my
Yeah, when I was, like, a
childhood
kid.
birthday parties. When I didn't have the embarrassment feeling.
I don't think so.
Do you know what I will say too? For a kids show, the acting in this is like really good standard.
Yeah, excuse me.
Raven's very good.
It's actually a teen sitcom.
Raven is a very good actor in this compared to the likes of like Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
She's very like good at the comedic kind of flow, and it feels so natural. It doesn't feel like she's saying lines.
This is the jock.
Fucking Letterman.
What sport you plays?
That's the football.
Oh, they.
No? Oh, I don't know.
Oh yes, but Troy Bolton had it.
Think
so.
San Francisco Giants.
Remember he?
Your dad plays for the Giants?
Yeah, second base.
I hate the Giants.
Yeah, yeah. We're Chicago Cubs fans. Isn't that? Is that correct? Or
You're out. You're
Yankees.
Or that hat when I might get coffee this morning. San Francisco Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge. No, even like look at this. See the mother's hair?
Yeah.
Like that shit is so important to see on the television.
Especially for like kids, because they see it at a young
Yeah.
age and then it's not.
That's why it always pisses me off when like people be like giving out constantly like about, well, everything's so woke these days. Everyone has to have a gay character and a black character and all this. It's like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Representation is so important for everyone to be inspired and see themselves in something.
Look how big that bowl of popcorn is.
Look at the fit though.
It's like people
See what I'm saying about the fashion?
Because next Saturday when I'm throwing my party, you will be someone else's problem.
You make a mistake not letting me yours.
Sorry. No socks and sneakers? That's crazy from Corey.
Oh, I bet you they got the date wrong on the party invitations and it's now. Yeah, I knew because she's all like fucking with the shit on.
And they're doing that. And
Oh my god. Do you know what it is? Look how the white people be dressed in this shop. They're dressed like some fucking dorks.
hey, Chelsea dressed good.
Yeah, but there was a white dude in the background there. You should have seen how he was dressed.
Guy has a turtleneck on.
Is that the way you come to your own party?
Yeah, what kind of party is this?
It's not any kind of party because my party is next week.
Well, we all got emails saying you changed your party to this week.
No need to thank me. Oh, Raven.
Where's everybody else though? This ain't a party, this is a social gathering.
As we decided, I'm gonna let you go.
Why did she do that? Because now it says on her finger.
What?
Yeah, and she didn't like wipe it on her robe, so she's gonna have to wipe that on.
You are so.
Smile.
Cinema!
Cinema from Raven Baxter, everybody. Raven Baxter.
Golden Gate Bridge, Golden State. Golden State Warriors or San Francisco?
Well, this party's happening. I gotta change.
Wait, she just said her party's not tonight.
Yeah.
Clearly she's not prepared.
What was she doing there?
Go back and see
What the fuck was she doing?
Hey, I was thinking of putting it right.
Why are the parents not doing anything?
Yeah, they're still like, yeah.
Like, Raven's getting bullied in her own house.
I guess some people
Yeah.
are more party goers than party givers, and I guess
You know what? The popular girl don't dress good for a popular girl.
No.
Like, look at Sharpay.
But you know what's funny? The popular mean girl is always blonde.
Always blonde.
Not for everybody.
What are you doing? stalling. Your brother and I'll keep everybody busy. You go change.
They're just letting her throw a party.
I
Yeah.
have to change. Mom. Dad's wearing spandex.
Oh god. No one would actually react like that.
Claire.
Oh.
Is that Jackson from Hannah Montana?
Oh my god.
It is, isn't it? That is him.
Jackson from Hannah Montana.
I seen him in the scene at the start. I was like, that looks like him. I want to wait and see. That's 100% Jackson from Hannah Montana.
1,000,000% Jackson from Hannah Montana.
And he's an extra.
What the fuck?
I wonder, will he have a line in it at some point? When did this show come out? I look at it. Oh no.
I knew it. Oh, she's got her graffiti pants on.
I don't know. I was too.
I think she's a real bitch, that girl in the rain.
She's
I'm
a
not gonna
real
lie.
piece of work, everybody.
Mom. Dad. Well, it was either that or the funky chicken.
Right. Next Saturday, we're gonna fuck her party up.
Okay. Why did Corey take so long to get changed?
Corey's in the house. Is that a reference to Corey in the house?
Yeah, well, Mom and Dad started dancing and everybody went home. Oh, man. I'm having a good party ruined by the bum.
Do you know what it is?
Is that Jackson again?
Like, do you remember I said like how like important it was for like say myself as a kid that's white and seeing some other like perspective maybe or like watching a show about black people. When I think back to when I was a kid, I watched like hella shows like this. Like I would say at periods of time I watched more shows of like different culture and stuff than I did like say so I watched a lot of That's So Raven as a kid.
Yep.
Right?
Ooh.
I grew up watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna add one to your list because we were
My Wife
watching
and Kids.
Oh, that's baller.
When I was growing up, you were obviously a little bit younger, so
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
really
remember
remember. But I had a few years there of like what I can remember when you were a baby because there was 3 years difference between us. We would spend a lot of time at our grandmother's house, right? And we had we had 4 uncles and an aunt. But like 2 uncles, which would be the youngest 2 uncles, would have been at the house a lot, and they would have been like maybe like early teenagers or getting to late teenagers.
Because our mom was the oldest.
Our
so
mom
she
was the
had-
oldest.
yeah.
And when we would be at their house, we'd obviously watch TV with them. So that's why I grew up watching a lot of wrestling.
Keenan Kell.
Keenan Kell's and all. So I grew up watching a lot of wrestling because of the 2 of them, and I ended up supporting the football team I supported because of one of them, who I still watch football with every single week. He lives next door to us, our uncle. On that, right? But the shows that they would have been watching, there was a show on their like Skybox called 3, right? And it was like for teenagers and stuff. But I grew up watching it. So I grew up watching That's So Raven, Keenan and Kel,
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
I grew up watching those shows probably more than any other. Saved by the Bell too, I used to watch with them as well. You know? But
As the bell rings.
that's crazy, you know. I think back, like, you know, I feel like that personal experience of mine is very, very rare for where we grew up. I could genuinely believe at that age that I was when this was happening. I feel like that is a individual experience entirely. I don't think any of my friends grew up watching TV like that with that perspective.
I watched them switch schools.
Girls talking about switching
Oh,
schools.
he's right, Ray.
What about them two?
What are we waiting for anyway?
That is him.
That is Jackson Rod Stewart.
Next,
Oh my god. That's genuinely just
get your
bullying. Like,
souvenir from the worst party of the year. Relive the
This girl is a
horror
cunt.
Again and again.
and like,
Look at the jumper.
That is a girl, isn't it?
That's me. It's me.
look at that guy in the background.
At my party.
Oh man, it was so awesome growing up at this time. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Good.
You totally wouldn't find me, Nikki.
now they spoiled it. Devious smirk.
I thought we only got one vision per episode.
Let's just say, not over into the bleach blonde cross.
She doesn't get it.
The bleach blonde.
I'm gonna come back.
Nikki's party gonna bother you?
Oh no.
Wait, Nikki lives.
She lives next door
Is that Barry Bond?
Who's Barry Bonds, everybody?
to American, the baseball player, her dad.
He plays for the Giants.
Yeah. San Fierro in GTA.
What's going on?
Nikki, hi girl, it's Ray.
She picked up
answered
the phone
Yeah, very
at her own
quickly.
party.
Coming over? Okay. Okay, good.
I was just
Having
thinking
a party, and she's just like, I'll just pop over.
3.
She peeped the watch though.
You have to watch everybody. Was Raven Baxter ever on Disney Channel Games?
I don't know.
Sorry, it took me so long.
Oh, she's
Raven
wearing her
Simone.
outfit.
All of my party guests.
Oh, yes.
Raven Baxter's her name in this though.
My outfit.
Oh,
Raven
you need
Simone
one
is
that
her
you
real name.
returned and I got for 30%
Why
off
is she wearing her
the
outfit?
fail party?
Do you know what? She's Raven in real life. She's Raven in the show, as is Miley, and the same producer.
As is Zach and Cody.
So
never mind,
same
actually.
name and same concept of having a secret, and the same producers.
And he also
Lazy
has,
motherfuckers.
He has a show called That's So Ethan or something as well. I wonder if his name Ethan in real. It's not That's So Ethan, but
Do you know what? That is so Raven though. Like,
it is. Why would you leave your parties?
Check out my new leak look.
Or her. You have hairspray in that? Like,
You did to my hair!
Well, on the plus side, it's totally leaf-free.
Don't
Eddie,
Eddie.
Eddie.
that takes for you, Nikki. Chelsea, hairspray.
Oh no, bro. Hairspray is sticky.
Yeah, and it makes your hair hard.
Yeah, I used to wear it. Oh ha.
Now that is classic. A pillow fight with feathers going everywhere.
Look at the fucking mess they have made. That's fake.
What are you doing?
That darn Corey. Sprinkler? Mind if I do?
Now it's just washing off all the feathers.
Americans, we have sprinklers and shit. I don't know anybody around here that has a sprinkler. We don't have a need to water our lawns here.
Because it rains every place.
Yeah. But they live in the middle of the
City.
I am
City.
so what? Town? Give me that.
what's going to be on this green
Shit.
dye. That's classic.
Yeah, but
What is all over my face?
Girl, it's pistachio pudding.
Wait, what are you doing? Making some kind of freaky home video?
I rigged the camera to the big screen TV at your party.
Oh no, then everyone's gonna see me like this.
well, no shit.
She kind of looks like someone I know.
Come on, you guys, please no. Everyone's gonna see me like this.
Oh,
Please.
are we going to learn a valuable moral lesson here?
That two wrongs do not make a right, everybody.
You did it. You totally won. You finally beat Nikki.
That was the vision. That was the vision. That was the vision.
I knew you were going to say that, but I didn't know if it was this bad. What?
I wonder if is the blogger going to continue to be a bitch?
Probably.
She embarrassed you. You embarrassed her. She had
He's covered in stuff too.
Nikki, come on. Let's go get you cleaned up.
That's like a lot of cleaning up to do.
Hello, ladies. This is Tony Baxter speaking. The room party is 3 doors down. I'll be waiting.
Thanks, Raven, for letting me borrow your dress. You know, Raven actually made that dress herself. You know, you can bring it back after the party's over. I'm not gonna wear this to my party. It's just gonna get me across the street.
Told ya.
Change. Bye-bye.
Told you.
Surely she still has the video recorded, doesn't she?
Hater.
Hater.
Ray, you so should have got her back when you had the chance.
I believe these are mine.
Wait, what's in the flowers?
Ray, you forgot to tell her that we love those flowers as poison ivy. That darn Raven.
Well, there you go, y'all. God, hell
That's the value of
credits.
your lesson. Always take revenge on your
Exactly.
enemies, guys.
I told you we'd learn a moral lesson. Do not be kind to people. Don't carry yourself with kindness and grace. Be a cunt.
Because
everyone else is a
in your
cunt.
face, everybody.
If you don't be a cunt, someone else will be a cunt to you, so you have to be a cunt first. What was that dude's name?
That's so who?
Orlando Brown. This is what I was talking about.
Oh god, I'm kind of nervous.
I mean, I told you in the first interview. I mean, she gave me, and I gave her some. I do, yeah.
That's what I was talking about at the
What
start.
about the shoot black part?
Remember I said I was gonna look up what he said?
So what do you think of Orlando Brown?
How would you be if you were 14 and I gave you an obscene amount of money that you were the father of your house? How would you turn out?
Raven?
You're either going to be... No, think about it.
I'm ready now.
You're either going to be home alone, where you're ordering food and taking care of yourself at home,
Yeah.
or you're not at home at all and you're out.
I know that Orlando. That Orlando that we see right now is he was that way on set with a couple of restraints because he knew he couldn't lose his job. The restraints came off and he went crazy.
Yeah.
But he is one of the most talented young men of our generation that just took a little too much.
Yeah, like that's a little bit of a statement now,
I
but
said, when this show is over, I go, you're going to be the big star. And I go, you know who's going to be number 2? And we both said,
Orlando.
He was the guy. He had all of the tools.
The last season, I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Because we kind of saw the decline then. Things were not really working so well, and there was a lot of issues, and
That's crazy.
again.
You guys knew more of that than I did.
Yes.
Because it's just,
Because as he got older, stuff was going on between him and Annalisa that I wasn't involved with. So
who's Annalisa?
Is that
I always bring that up. And yes, he talks crazy about me, and people always wonder why I never say anything. It's because I don't need to stoop that low, because I've known him since I was 14. I am
Wait, go back
almost
to
40.
the-
but you could also make a phone call. Just your phone call is just
you
like,
did.
why are you doing this?
I don't
Go
know.
to the short section. Go to that one. That's what I was talking about.
I have to be really careful about what I say about Orlando, because I'm going to keep it 100. This is a safe space. Orlando is very smart. His tongue quips are so much faster than mine. He can come off the dome like that. He's been doing that since I've known him, and I've known for a very long time. He was a comedic genius, and he's still making people laugh. I'm secure enough in my bank account and my life that I don't have to dig that deep down to take it. And I also don't have to defend myself about anything, because that's his experience. Only way people are going to know it's true or not is if I corroborate. You think you know Orlando. I worked with him for 7 years.
7 years?
7. There's only 4 seasons of this. In my mind immediately goes to sports stars. I see it in football all the time. Same in America, as I said, you take these like kids from all, like I've said this so many times on this podcast, that all the best sports stars, the best of anything, the most talented in regards to absolutely everything that exists, always come from poverty or working class backgrounds. Like rich people don't have any talent whatsoever. Only how to scam people. But if you take sports, as I said, all the top stars in sports come from nothing. So they grow up with fuck all, become the best sports star in the world, and then they have everything. And you see that constantly in football in like England. You see it in America, in NFL, NBA, hockey, baseball, everything. You always see these stories where these people just go off the rails when they stop playing sports. Maybe it's because, sometimes during sport, it's because they don't have that discipline anymore once they retire to kind of keep their livelihood. But you give these people who grew up and lived their life with nothing, everything, or the ability to have everything, and that's when it always gets really dangerous and messy.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's obviously the same with stuff like this, as they literally said it right there. in the thing. Like he's the father of his own house at 14. You're gonna go fucking crazy, or you're gonna go off the rails, or you're gonna do something bad, and you're not mentally mature enough to realize the consequences of things.
Before it's too late.
And then you have such power at a young age, mixed with the immaturity and discipline and consequences and knowing right from wrong, and you just feel you can do anything you like because you're powerful with money. And then, you know, that's when these people do bad things. Musicians, actors, it's always the same. And do we learn? No, we never learn.
Will we ever learn?
Next episode.
Ashbury. That's where she lives, everybody.
Oh, see, this is 2 seasons later, so this is probably like years after.
Oh, look at Corey. He's not like a little boy anymore.
Raven looks old here. She don't need a babysitter, bro. Like, come on. But she doesn't look like a teenager.
No.
She did in the first season. She does not look like a teenager here.
How old is she here, do you reckon?
First of all,
I don't know.
why? Because the last time I left you alone, you threw a party with a mechanical bull.
Okay, what are the odds that that will ever happen again?
0, because I'm going to use one of our old
How-
pieces.
What?
How did they fit? Where'd they put a mechanical bull? They don't have a big garden.
Do you remember when they had a mechanical bull in Victoria's? They had it in like a fucking nightclub.
Yeah.
I went on a mechanical bull one time, but it wasn't like an individual one that, like, it was a big one, and like 6 people had to go on it.
We also went on one
We used to use.
on that thing in Lanzarote.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we
There's like
all.
6 of us on that.
I was not by myself. For the most part.
Responsible adult watching.
Oh no, did I have a little girl?
You are a liar. I'm excited to see who it is. I hope it's someone we know. Oh look, different clips. Oh,
I remember that episode.
You know what? I'm having a lot of fun watching this,
Me too.
right? And looking through the descriptions of the episodes of the other ones. I'm not gonna lie. I think in the grand scheme of Disney shows, this show could be like in the top. I'm not gonna lie.
And it has good longevity too.
It does, and it feels, as you said, longevity. It still feels good.
It's like Drake and Josh.
Exactly.
Hannah Montana does not have longevity.
No. I feel like I could watch all of this series and have fun. Like, I low-key want to now. Like,
Yeah.
they got the Game Boy. That's fake though. That's not real. That is
That's
not a
one of
Game
those
Boy
things
Color.
where you press the buttons and the cubes go up.
Yeah, but like, yeah, this show feels still feels good. Who the fuck is that? But do you remember I said in the first episode that I feel like the acting is really good in this show, and it feels I can't remember what I said, but it feels right. It feels natural. It feels. I learned in acting school, so I went to an acting school for 3 years that was formed as a way specifically to give young black people an opportunity to break into acting, and it still is that, although it became less about, say, specifically black people getting an opportunity, but kind of anyone who normally wouldn't be able to get the opportunity to go to an expensive acting school. It kind of became a way for maybe working class people or people from different cultures, black people or whatever. It kind of became more open to people who just can't afford the opportunity otherwise. And like, for example, I was the only white male in my class for 3 years.
Really?
In all the different classes I went to. I think maybe we had one other white male, but I was the only white male, maybe other than for a 3-month spell for 3 years of that acting, when I was in that acting school. So, I obviously spent a lot of time around different cultures and different people and stuff, and that was great because I learned so much different perspective. But a lot of my teachers would have been like from different races and stuff as well, and they taught me a lesson early on they didn't like say this to me. We were just generally speaking. It wasn't like, oh, we got to teach Adam in the class a lesson here because he's a fucking white guy. It wasn't that. We were just talking about like acting and stuff. But they told us that whatever anyone ever achieves in acting, sport, real life, they told us that it's very important for white people to realize that whatever they achieve, a black person has had to work twice as hard to achieve the same as you. They said it's really important that you learn and acknowledge that. And I was like, everyone should learn and acknowledge that. Like, I'm here learning it in acting school from our perspective as like actors and stuff, in our like little bubble of the world. But it's not just acting, it's everything. And people need to be consciously aware of that, because I think a lot of people kind of be like, oh, what the fuck? But it is the truth. And if you spend time with people, with people who are affected by that, you will understand. As I said, I spent 3 years in acting school with primarily like black people and other cultures. So I could see that it's the truth. It's not just people saying that to make their achievements feel bigger. It's the truth. That is how the world is. And we need to work on changing that. And that's why I feel like the acting is so good in this. Because as I said, they have to work harder to prove a bigger point all the time. They're constantly fighting to prove a point that they are just as good as everybody else. Yeah. And that's why I feel that it's so good in this, because they're working to prove that point up here. Whereas fucking in Hannah Montana, these fucking like upper class fucking hillbillies like Miley and her dad grew up fucking, you know, with all this money. They can just plod along up here. They've got their little Disney show. Everyone in this had to fucking prove it. Yeah. Do you know? And that's why I feel it's so good.
Why is she so protective over her bag though? What's in there? Doesn't let Corey touch it, guys.
Oh yeah, the cake.
I don't remember a cake.
Me neither. I made this special cake for your mom's birthday. We went out to dinner, and when we got home, there was nothing left but crumbs. And you guys said that Miss Patterson ate it, and she admitted it.
What, is there another cake?
Yeah.
No, I think they had the cake.
Yeah, she's nice, and except for
They
that
did.
cake incident, she's an excellent babysitter.
But is there another cake?
There's a cake in the thumbnail.
There was. And this is called Cake Fear. I know I've spent a lot of this episode talking about like an experience and perspective that I'll never really understand because I'm a white person. And I'm doing my best to share experiences that I've learned by being around different people. That's what I'm trying my best to. And I know it might sound like, it might come across maybe or seem as like really performative maybe, or like, I don't even know what the word is, like white knight, or what is the word that people use on the internet? What is that word? Not pretentious, but it's like, maybe it's performative is the word I'm thinking of, but like he's trying to be woke or something, you know. But I'm trying my best to give a perspective of what I have learned in my life, and as I said, it might come across preachy or like people like, you'll never really fucking understand, so why are you trying to talk about it, when you should listen to someone who actually knows what they're talking about. But I think it's important to talk about these things because it fucking is. So yeah, I don't know. If you have a problem with that, by the way, fuck off to another YouTube video.
Put your bag in your room. Why would I want to do that?
What's in the bag, chat? Drugs?
Yes, it is.
I know what's in my bag. I'm in my bag all the time.
Is it a cake in the bag?
New Balance sneakers she's wearing.
Won't that spoil your dinner?
What's for dinner?
We want them for dinner.
Oh, I love dinner sometimes. Oh!
We were looking at my bag. No, of course not.
It's crazy to do that, like
In front of
in
her.
front of her, yeah.
Ooh.
Let's get one thing straight. I don't want anyone looking in the bag.
Corey should be looking in the bag now.
Forget about the bag.
But all I think about is that bag.
And no smart mouth around the bag either.
Oh,
Do we understand each other?
Loki, just forget about the fucking bag and just
Yeah.
get on with it.
I do. Corey, let me talk to to you for a second. There's something very weird about her.
Door's wide open.
Yeah, she wouldn't let us steal it. Where's the show? Look at the bag. Yeah, that bag. She didn't let anyone near.
Did she let you smell it?
No.
But sometimes you can tell what's in it if you smell it.
That's what I thought. Will you two stop it?
I really want to know what's in the bag. I'm not going to lie.
Me too.
The writing's great because I really want to know.
See, this lady, she walked around with this bag, right? And see, when they finally looked inside of it, it had an accident. But it wasn't no wood.
Okay, stop. You guys are really starting to freak me out. What if Miss Patterson really is nuts?
Oh!
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, if she was wearing jorts, that would be such a like modern fit.
Great to see you.
What's in the bag?
See, did you see the reaction?
If this episode ends with finding out what is in that bag, I'm gonna go fucking nuts.
No, that was the farthest thing from
Oh,
we really gotta be careful.
Cinematic.
There's something weird is going on. We don't want to insult her. It might set her off.
Good idea.
Who are we talking about? Miss
ooh.
Oh, see how smart she is. She copped on there was 2 more people who would want one. They look small.
That's why she only had enough for 2 and then everything got lit up.
That's not gonna be enough for dinner. They're gonna need dinner now.
I put something special in there.
Oh!
Scheisse.
A dash of cinnamon. Oh, did you say cinnamon? I have to do this now.
Do what? What do you have to do now?
Take a shower.
Big shit.
Every
Mentioned that.
day, it's 6:03. I take a shower for exactly 5.5 minutes. I call it me time.
Maybe she takes a shit first because then she showers.
Yeah, normal, totally normal.
Yes, I kind of got into the habit. That's all the time they allowed us when I went
Oh!
away.
The jail.
Away?
Nowhere. And I'm never going back.
I bet she went to the military.
What's in the bag though?
Wait, Cape Fear. What is that film about? Was there a video game called Cape Fear?
Okay,
Okay, that's crazy.
stop twisting the thing as well.
She could be doing anything in here.
Her bum could be out.
Oh man, I hate showers and baths. I hate shower curtains because they always get so wet too. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then you lean back and the shower curtain like sticks to you and shit, and it's like, go.
If I'm in a place and the shower's in the bath, I'm just automatically pissed off.
Chat, we have.
And that shower's way too hot.
What is that noise? Girl, hurry!
Oh my days, this is freaking me out.
Oh no! Just look in the bag.
She actually looked in it. Why take it now? She's gonna get out of the shower and be like, what the fuck? Oh, but now we get to see everyone have a peek.
Revenge scene, babysitter escapes.
Babysitter sent away.
What? She said she went away. But she was sent away. Sent? Well, that's the one that's not vacation.
She did the time.
I did my time! Slip that reference.
Babysitter escapes.
I love when kids' TV shows like make a reference to something, like they try, like this is obviously meant to be like a horror movie, but they go all in and trying to make it horror movie-ish.
Yeah.
They've changed how they make it and all that. I love that shit. There's just no creativity in media anymore, is there? Do you remember the episode of Home Improvement where they played the prank on the Halloween party and they tried to make it seem like Wilson died or something, and you remember that shit, or like he was the murderer or something? Do you remember that? And they went all in on it to prank him. Like, oh man, they just don't make shit good anymore. Like,
Remember the horror movie episode was Ruby Place? And like, they made it like.
the other way they always make jokes about like horror movies where it's like, oh, a white family moves into a house where there's been 17 murders. Couldn't possibly happen to us. And then they just stay in that house.
When even think
When people always make, yeah. Whereas people always make this joke that it's like, if that was a black person's movie, they'd be gone straight away. Like, then they like, do you know, like Get Out, the film?
Yeah.
It's like he's there with his fucking white family and all this weird shit's going on. And it's so funny that throughout the whole film his friends on the phone's like, get the fuck out of there, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, so good.
As a matter of fact, I did. She said she had to.
She's in pieces in the bath.
I'm gonna say something though. Loki, the reveal of what was in the bat, in the bag was Loki disappointing.
So far.
I thought it was gonna be like something cool. What the hell, revenge, baby?
Hope we didn't scare you guys too much.
What? It's a TV show.
Patterson broke out to be on TV.
No, she never broke out because they never sent her away.
Oh. Well, then she should sue those newspapers. They're saying horrible things about her.
Chelsea, stay with me now. This is all one big joke.
Oh my days. I can't believe this.
Oh, some cake.
Don't worry about Chelsea. You children need to relax. I'll make some cocoa. That always calms me down.
Well, y'all. Looks like you got two choices.
He could just leave.
I was
Run.
just gonna say it's not his
You
speech.
scream and run.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh, fuck.
What are they doing here?
They could... police could do anything right now.
Babysitter on the loose.
She's in there. In the kitchen making cocoa.
Coco, huh? Sounds like her. Looks like we got here just in time.
Okay, I think those police officers are unarmed.
That's her, officer.
First, we have to make a positive identification. Nope, that's not her.
Are you tripping, homie? That's bad.
Disguise. She'd never be that obvious.
Yes, she would.
Genius.
You know what? I need you to check her bag because all your evidence is in that bag.
Livingston?
Livingston.
Maybe she's married.
Miss Livingston, would you mind?
Yes,
Oh,
everything
quite
is
impressive to
right
hold
there.
the tray with one hand.
Evil.
Could be used to stab.
Evil.
Could be used to smother.
Evil.
Couldn't hit them with that.
Light reading.
In here, I swear I saw it.
You kids should be ashamed of yourselves. Living this nice way.
Of course.
Of course, they're
The,
believing the white lady.
yeah, the police officer believing the white woman, the Karen, over 3 black youths.
Just keep your eyes open for that maniac. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
See that
Typical
smirk?
police officer.
I'll see
man.
that smirk.
It's still 3 against 1. All right, Eddie.
Ah, where's Eddie?
Eddie's daddy.
Eddie's not with us anymore. He's with your friend Chelsea now.
In like the production
I
truck.
told you not to look in my bag.
We got you good, huh, Eddie?
Yeah, man, it makes me so scared you were.
Look, I knew it was a joke the whole time.
Well, I have plans for both of you. Big plans.
Whoa!
Scheisse. I'm so glad she had a vision that didn't spoil it. That would have sucked.
What do you mean didn't spoil it? We know it's a TV program.
Yeah, but on her, it would have been shit if Raven knew.
You know, Loki, her visions are kind of shit because they're so out of context.
And do you know what it is, right? There's what, like 100 episodes of this show, and she never learns her lesson that the vision's always fucked up in some way. It only gives it gives little context a lot of the time. But I love how every episode is the same context, or like, you know, same occurrence, but it's still
different.
good. Because I feel like some shows, like say when we watched Hannah Montana, it was just kind of like a repeated formula that was boring every time, whereas I feel like they repeat the formula and it doesn't.
Your Victor Baxter there, everybody. He said that's the icing on the cake. Now that is classic. Ooh!
But see, they went all in on the horror stuff. Like I said, this is awesome.
Happy birthday, Mom. That we used to like.
Well, if you like it so much, so why don't you eat it now?
Okay.
Because we're not allowed to have dessert for us.
Eat it!
I mean, can we have like a fork?
Bring back any memories.
Oh, what is all that fruity shit on the cake though? I don't like that shit. I hate when people be putting fruit in cake. Like, do we really have to have something healthy when we're having cake? Like, come the fuck on.
That does look really nice too.
If you took all that shit off the top.
Can't blame me. Yes! Could you admit to that camera over there?
This one?
Raven?
Raven, Corey, you're on Revenge of the Babysitter.
There's a camera there, there's a camera there, there's a camera over there.
Oh, we were also in on it the whole time. We did not.
We have our own camera too.
Patterson wanted revenge. When I heard her story, I agreed that you two deserve it.
She does want revenge.
Pushover in those days. I even let you blame me for something I didn't do. It bothered me for years. Well, it was just a little good-natured fun at your expense. Plus, I discovered I have a real mean streak.
Guys, I think this is where we look in the camera and wave.
When we get a cake. Say goodnight, Chelsea. Good night, Chelsea.
Revenge of the Babysitter. I hardly know her.
My babysitter is a vampire.
Peep that. Did you see that watch and bracelet on the left wrist?
Ice on his wrist.
Where's the mom in this episode? Did she leave or
You two
something?
will never do something bad and blame it on someone else again. Now, if you excuse
That's
me,
like part of the story. They get like divorced.
She could killed off or something.
They edit, didn't they?
Okay, who ate the strudel?
Strudel.
I can't believe you two, after everything you've been through, you're gonna blame Miss Patterson again.
Got you!
Purple polo. Classic. What happened to the mother though? Why wasn't she in that?
Yeah, does the mom disappear?
Well, you know what time it is now, y'all. The AI influencers taking over Coachella. Bro, like, the sooner the meteor hits this planet, the better, honestly. Like, I'm like, fucking hell.
Like-
Anyway, that's So Raven. That is So Raven. Let's see what everybody's up to, y'all. Cosby Show. Oh, yikes. Yikes. That's not good. And holy shit. Okay, she was in the documentary Child Star. Okay.
The Princess Diaries.
Stop That Train. Cosby Show for... Oh, geez, she did it on 2 seasons. Shit.
She was in the Muppets.
Hope she wasn't left around that cunt.
My Wife and Kids.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Sonny with a Chance.
What? That's So Sunny is the name of the episode. That is classic.
I know you really want to watch that right now.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
RuPaul's
la.
Drag Race. Drag You, sorry.
Oprah. Casey Undercover. God, she's doing a good bit. Wizards Beyond Waverly Place.
Oh, that's
She
like-
directed. So, That's So Raven started in 2003. So, look, she was born December 1985. So, she would have been 18 when that show started.
It
Or probably
started.
17 when they started filming, maybe. I don't know. But she would have been 17, 18 in the early seasons.
Oh, so she was a little bit older than later.
Yeah. Miranda Madey. Is she lesbian?
Oh.
Let's see. Personal life. And Raven-Symoné commented on the legalization of same-sex marriage, stating that she was excited to hear that today more states legalize gay marriage, and that it was great to know she can now, should she wish to. In an October 2014 interview with Oprah, she explained her rejection of labeling herself and of identifying as either African American or gay, specifying that she was an American and a human who loves humans. She was named Grand Marshal of Montreal Pride Parade. She was in a relationship with model and actress Asmarie Livingston. She married longtime girlfriend Miranda Ray.
Podcast Tea Time with Raven.
Oh, so that was her on it. That's her wife.
Where?
That was on the podcast with the dad in the middle.
Oh.
She briefly retired from acting and enrolled at Academy of Art University to pursue an associate degree in fine arts, which she completed in 2016.
The View. She was on The View. In the
2016 presidential election, she endorsed Libertarian nominee Gary Johnson. Libertarian Party is a right libertarian political party. Right libertarian? Like, does that mean like right wing? Like, ew.
Oh my god, that's the Grinch. What the hell?
The Grinch who stole Christmas. Yeah, I mean, the short dyed pink hair. That's very lesbian.
That is very
That
lesbian.
is very lesbian.
And her Instagram is giving what I thought it would be. Like, there's ads
Yeah.
and stuff.
That like
Is that right?
lesbian auntie. You know. 13 episodes. What? They did 6 seasons of Raven's Home. Look how poor the quality of this looks compared to what we just watched, by the way.
Go back up.
Look at how set like this looks. This house doesn't look lived in.
Raised their 3 children together. Are they lesbians?
No, they're friends who
they
live
each
together with their kids, if I'm not
so they
mistaken.
have 2 kids each type shit.
Yeah. Massey Ferguson.
Young Massey is the name of his thing. Oh, Zoe 101.
The guy from Zoe 101. That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Holy shit.
6 charges and received a 1-year jail sentence. Assaulted by Lil Twist. A rapper was arrested and charged with several crimes after he and 4 others assaulted Massey and his brother Christopher. What did they do to him?
They beat him up.
Oh no. He sent nude photos to a 13-year-old.
Oh, hell no.
Has known the accuser since she was 4. The criminal charge followed a civil filed which sought 1.5 million.
The case was dropped in December 19 after the plaintiff's law withdrew.
Yikes. But they bet him up?
Maybe that's why they beat him up.
Yeah.
Although this was a few years after.
And
It was Little Twist. I've never heard of this person.
They bet up his brother as well. He's in Beethoven's. Why is everyone in Beethoven? Who was the other person that was in Beethoven that we looked up recently?
You remember Fish Hooks?
1, 2, 3, 4,
He was
5.
the main voice role, Milo.
Oh, that's the main character.
That's crazy. That was a good show. I liked Fish Hooks.
What's that got a fishing line? 6, 7.
5, 6, 7, 8. Hurry up, don't be late. 9, 10, 11, 12. Got a secret, I get that. School's out, ring the bell. Yeah.
Classic.
That's a classical. Is that Soulja Boy? That's Soulja Boy right there.
Soulja.
The Bop Stars. Oh, there's them fucking like dunks that everybody wanted. Do you remember the Ben and Jerry's dunks? That's crazy. I low key, if let me tell you something, if I ever had to do a fashion shoot, I'd want it to be like this.
Just random.
I want photos like this. Look, that's the guy from Zoe 101. Damn, they got money though.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not their house. Look.
No.
But still, look at this. They're in like cool places. Maybe wearing jeans poolside though. Like I'm
The
not
seat
gonna
was
lie.
reserved too. Oh, Jaden Smith.
Bro, sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
Jaden Smith.
Oh yeah, Soulja Boy again.
But no, like I know that wasn't
Formula 1 on the background.
Their
Mexican Grand Prix, no? Or is that might be Monza.
Their house, but they definitely have money.
Whoa, he's built.
He ain't in the house.
Where?
What the hell?
Oh.
I mean,
OMG,
his brother was in the show.
That's literally your brother, bro. You met him.
It was Justin.
Is it?
Yeah. He's married to that girl in real life.
Oh, that's the two.
Tina and Quinn, no?
It's the nerd girl, yeah. No, I was just thinking maybe we should save it for that.
Yeah.
We got to do Zoe 102 as well.
Kanye in the house.
LeBron.
Go up. Go into Kanye in the house. What the fuck is that?
It's when he said he was going to run for president. Stay in the house for COVID. That's class. That's very good. I like that.
The Lakers.
Kobe Bryant.
The Lakers.
People can say what they want about Kobe, like, oh, he was greatest basketball player of all time, blah, blah, blah. Bro, he was a convicted rapist.
Oh my god.
Look, he's flicking up with all the
Disney Channel stars.
Yeah.
That guy, look, Machine Gun Kelly.
Madison.
I just said that.
Bro, he's with everybody, look.
Oh my god, it's with the Paul guy.
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't think of his
Paul
name.
Brothers.
The Paul guy.
Oh, yikes.
Who is that?
Chris Brown. Last Night was not a movie, bro, as you just said. So her from
Corey House.
Corey in the crib.
Oh my god.
That's So Raven. Fucking Machine Gun Kelly.
Who's
There
that
she is
guy?
again. He's just flicking up with everybody. This guy is just flicking up with everybody. What does he do, bro? How is he with all these people? And he's in LA too. He must have money. Annelies van der Poel, Netherlands. Van der Poel does sound pretty Dutch. She was arrested for a DUI in 2006 for hitting a parked car and causing damage to 2 other cars, according to police. She had a blood alcohol level of 0.19, more than twice the legal limit in California. Van der Poel pleaded no contest with 2 misdemeanors. She was sentenced in 2007 and was ordered to go on probation for 36 months, as well as pay fines and assessments and attend an alcohol education program. Guys, I've told this story before on this podcast. Me and my friends went. That's a Twilight parody film. Me and my friends went and watched that in the film, and it was so shit. It was a garbage film, really bad. And there was like maybe 2 other groups in the cinema, in the theater with us. And halfway through the film, like, it was so shit. It was there was a joke in the film didn't land. My friend stood up and went, "Vampires suck penis!" The whole anyone that was in the cinema pissed themselves laughing. We got a bigger laugh than the film did. Pick it up.
She was in Bunked.
What the fuck is that?
It's the thing
Oh,
that
that
came
shitty
after.
thing. With
What's it got
Jesse.
on stage? Oklahoma.
Is that Cassie's doing Oklahoma? That stupid Euphoria scene?
Yeah.
Garbage.
That was all she had posted there. And I was like, what the hell? I told you, look, she'd have a baby.
Oh, thank goodness, y'all. Who I seen the like Star David in the profile pit in the description. I was like, oh, she's gonna be an Israeli.
Look, that's a Trump thing too.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's speaking up for Gaza. Look, don't speak up now. Let it speak up. Gaza's being starved. Hell yeah! And look, she's protesting against Trump. Okay, she might be cool.
Slay Chelsea, everybody.
Awesome.
Florida.
Take action for Gaza.
Children are getting shot because
She's she's for gun control. Guys, she might be cool as fuck, actually. Planned Parenthood, that's for abortion. Very good.
women make history every day.
Yeah. Endorsing Kamala Harris. Is that Bella Thorne? I thought that was Bella Thorne's her. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, guys, she might be cool, actually.
She's a lot of stage.
And I mean, like, okay, she got arrested for drunk driving. Don't we all like to have a little drink behind the wheel every now and then?
Yeah.
I'm obviously joking. Don't drink and drive. It's just one of the scummiest things you can do. She might be cool then. Does she follow anyone cool? Zendaya and Veronica's cool. Does she follow anyone cool?
Go up a bit. She does follow Sydney Sweeney, unfortunately. But
maybe she first hit stars.
oh, he was in a music video for Stevie Wonder.
Directed Hannah Montana 2 episodes. Or he directed a Hannah Montana episode.
That's...
He's on LinkedIn. Damn, what happened? Did he play hockey? Yeah, I'm not reading all that.
Is he a preacher? Or is he doing comedy?
Comedy.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh shit. Yeah.
He's just chilling. Orlando
God.
Brown. Shit. Okay. Jesus Christ. It's fucking longer than his acting career one. And that's not even in personal life. He has a whole I've never seen that. Legal issues.
Pulled over by the police in Texas for driving without his headlights on.
Man.
Well,
While searching the vehicle, they found marijuana. That's just so unlucky.
Brown denied the marijuana belonged to him and stated he borrowed the vehicle from a friend.
Very good. Yeah, never say it's yours because they can do you if you. They can't do it if you say it's not yours. There's something with it. I think
domestic battery.
Domestic violence, like
Possession
that makes
of
it worse.
Contraband in jail, everybody.
Following altercation with his then girlfriend in public, police were able. He was in possession of methamphetamine. Following his release in jail, he again failed to appear for a scheduled court date and warrant. Like,
Bounty hunters. Arthur Morgan.
Was arrested in Las Vegas by police, leaving a local hotel known for prostitution and illegal drug sales. What is this guy doing, bro?
He refused to cooperate. They stopped his taxi cab.
Possession of methamphetamine and a pipe, and that he had an outstanding warrant for his arrest, one of the unresolved domestic violence. Drug possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting arrest.
Hey, what's a pipe?
If he had a pipe on him, he was doing the drugs.
He was arrested after
breaking into Legends restaurant in Las Vegas, set owned by his childhood friend Danny Boy. Who's Danny Boy?
Danny Boy, and attempting to change the locks.
He's found Brown on the roof of the building after that's crazy. Imagine him hiding on the roof. This helicopter running overhead. He's there like trying to. He debuted to the public a new tattoo.
That his former.
Of Raven on his neck. What?
He entered rehab.
After an intervention from his family, but remained on the program for 1 week and was photographed shortly after his release walking down the street.
Carrying a box of wine.
Shit. Fucking hell. After becoming sober again in late 2025, it's only like a few months ago then, he opened his chicken restaurant. Orlando Brown's $1 million fried chicken in Phoenix, Arizona.
The fuck?
In 2018, Brown appeared on an episode of Dr. Phil and made false claims, among them that he was the son of musical icon Michael Jackson, saying that his full name was Orlando Brown Prince Michael Jackson Jr., and that he had 4 children, 2 of whom he had never met and whose names he did not know. And the oldest of his children was between the age of 16 and 18, meaning Brown would have been between 13 and 15 at the time of their birth. He additionally claimed he had been sober for 4 years. The episode aired on December 21st, 2018. After his appearance on the show, Brown struggles with addiction at a church fundraising event in 2020. He was in Straight Outta Compton. Fucking hell.
McGuire.
The Wayans Bros.
Phil the Future.
Family Matters. Lizzie McGuire.
Why is he in Hell's Kitchen?
Where does it say this? Himself. Oh, he's probably like a guest in the restaurant.
Oh.
Phil the Future. Maybe he was one of the come on, rap with Rena.
Oh, maybe he was the rapper.
Oh my god, that's Michael Jackson in the fucking. I am Michael Jackson, God's child father. Is this him, y'all? Because this didn't come up. I had to like find this.
This is him, y'all.
Oh my god, is he sharing Epstein conspiracy theories? Man, this poor guy, like, he's obviously...
Yeah.
Do I think Diddy should walk free? Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy might be fucked. Orlando Brown says his foundation is the Bible. There's nothing bad people love more than to, like, pretend they're biblical when it's all getting, like, when shit's hitting the fan a little bit too much for them. You know what, guys? I believe him. I think he's Michael Jackson's son. I believe him.
Yeah, maybe he is.
And here's the mother.
That's so...
Takia Crystal Kema.
Cosby.
I bet you I said that wrong. Personal life. She's an avid gardener and a vegetarian, as well as an active Golden Life member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Oh, damn. Why do Americans love that shit? She was initiated into the Beta Alpha chapter of Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University. Oh, she wrote a lot of books about Afro textured hair. That's cool. She seems like someone who like knows so much about Black history. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just from looking at this, like, which I think is awesome. Are your unpopular opinions on That's So Raven on Reddit? What is this? This is gonna piss me off. Chelsea was a better friend to Raven than Raven to Chelsea. Probably. 4 is where the writers completely ruined her character. She was never that dumb at the start of the show.
Yeah, they always do that with someone.
Season 4 was when the show dropped in quality. When the mom left for England, Eddie and Raven. So she did leave. Eddie and Raven dating Corey's friend Sydney starts to smoke. Bianca had no business replacing her character. Never fit. Who the fuck is that? At least Raven and Lana had a history, so I can see why they had beef.
Maybe it's the...
They should have never had Raven and Eddie have interest in each other. They become underrated because of people that were more into... Yeah. We were saying that.
Raven's fashion in season 4 was better than season 3. I never cared for a Cake Fear episode.
We watched that!
Season 4 was not that bad. Season 3 wasn't the best season. I think season 4 and Goring the House sucked because the writers were trying to copy that season's vibe specifically. Loved the whole show, but everything about it, from humor to characters to Raven's fashion, peaked with the
Peaked at season 1. I low-key want to watch some Goring the House, because I remember when we were kids, I absolutely remember massively enjoying Goring the House. I watched a lot of Goring the House. But I never watched, like, what is this shit? How is Miss Marvel, whatever that is, getting suggested before Raven's Home when we're watching? But yeah, I've never... Shake It Up, I know about it, but I've never really watched a lot of it, so I kind of do want to watch a bit at some point. But that, in terms of, like, we're talking about, like, say, Zendaya and stuff, I've never really watched Casey Undercover, so I really want to.
I never watched Casey Undercover.
I really want to see what that's like.
I wasn't around for that.
So, you know, we got a lot of stuff coming up in the summer that we want to do in the summer. I'm going to spoil for you right now. We want to do High School Musical in the summer because High School Musical 2 gives me such summer vibes.
All
that
3 in the summer too.
Yeah. And I really want to do Teen Beach Movie in the summer too. So they're going to be our 5 big summer hitters, which I can't wait for.
Yeah.
Because the weather's starting to get nicer. But I want to do... Maybe after we do the That's So Raven, That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, I got that Ramon actually, That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. I was trying to make something up there. Maybe we should do like a Disney show that we've never watched. So like Casey Undercover. Or, Zendaya's hype at the moment. We should be capitalizing on that hashtag on TikTok.
Yeah, true.
But I kind of want to do something that I have never seen for a week and then go back to something we have seen. You know what? I kind of want to do... Maybe we should do that. And then after that, we do Zoe 101 and then Zoe 102. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I won't set that in stone.
Yeah, we have time to do that anyway.
Yeah. Because I'm kind of like the kind of person who's like, no, I don't want to do everything at once and then run out with things to do. But then I've always had that problem in my life that I try to save too much for maybe having it later. And then later never comes and it never gets done.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just start doing shit. Anywho, that was So Raven.
That's So Raven.
People, keep it steezy. Stay cool, alright? Hold on, have the vision.